All right. One thing that people, will always ask, and I ask this all the time too, like, what's your top tip? What's the number one tip you got? Give me your best. So I can either give you the sexy tip or I can give you the real tip. It's not as sexy. So the sexy tip, if that's what you want, this isn't the right video. Sorry, you don't have to keep watching. If you want the real tip, then you can keep watching, but I'm telling you, it's not going to be so pretty, okay? But here it is. You have to increase your number of no's. Not that sexy. It's kind of ugly. But really, if you want to have success, that's the real tip. You got to increase the number of no's that you get on a daily and weekly basis, and set a goal for how many no's you want to get every day or every week. And you got to go after those no's. You know what it's going to force you to do to get those no's? A real hard no, because a non-response doesn't count towards your no's, towards your goal. You have to get a real hard no, I'm not interested in your group this month. Right? So the way you're going to get those no's, those real no's, is you're going to have to follow up, because non-response doesn't count. You have to follow. It's going to force you to follow up, right? So then when you get the hard no, the second part is you have to handle the objection, and you have to ask for permission to follow up the next month, because that's really where the business is built. So what does that look like? You write back and you say, I totally get it. I just remember it's only $4 a day. And I know most people spend more than that on coffee every day. If you don't want to be in the group this month, though, that's fine. Is it okay if I reach out to you next month to see if anything's changed? And then if they say yes, that's fine. Then you add them to the list. If they don't respond, you have to follow up again until they say either they want to do it this month or they say that's fine, follow up with me next month. And you have to add their name to a list, and then you have to follow up with them when that next challenge starts. And 90% of the people that get into my groups are people that I had to do this with 5 months in a row, and then they say yes on month 6. I saw the P90X infomercial probably at least 10 times before I bought it. It's just how it works. It's just human nature. So that's the real tip. You got to increase your number of no's, set a goal for how many no's you want. That's going to force you to have to follow up with people. And then when you do get that real no, you have to handle the objection and then ask for permission to follow up the next month, and then actually follow up with them the next month, and add them to that list and do that month after month, and eventually they're going to come around. And if they don't, that's fine. But most people will. It's probably month 6 and beyond where it happens. So that's the real tip. I know it's not sexy, but that's where the real success is going to come from.